Hey everybody, Tony G here from Music Legacy International. I'm here with Ignacio from Creative Guest Solutions. And we bumped into each other online somehow and started talking, and it has evolved into this collaboration.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about CGS and what you're doing to help businesses.
Sure. Thank you, Tony. Well, to talk to you about CGS, I think I got to tell you the story, and I got to take you back to the beginning. First and foremost, me, used to do restaurants, did restaurants for 10, 15 years. I did call centers for 5 years, put all that stuff together and worked on it, went out on my own, started doing the remote work. Somebody said, hey, you know what? You do it really well. Why don't you have other people work with you for you? Before you knew it, I had a virtual call center. Fast forward from a virtual call center to Creative Guest Solutions now. We've learned a lot of what not to do. But through consistency and persistence, we've been able to, the things that we do know how to do, we've learned to do them very well. And what we do know is business fundamentals, which is tasks, activities that all business need to do. Emails, phone calls, CRM, data entry, just the small, simple daily grind things. And so what we've done is we've perfected doing these things. We've perfected automating them with the combination of human and technology. Because there's a lot of people that are going to preach full automation. And I don't say anything to that other than we as humans want human interaction. So I blend both of those things together. I give you the automation, but I'm also going to give you that humanity, the human being at the end of the automation, checking it, checking back with your clients, checking back with your customers, checking back with you. Because if we what we've learned is that automation is great, but if left unchecked, it's one mistake, and that one mistake gets compounded, right? And it,
Yep,
it can really throw things off well. So you have that human element, and it works great. You get the best of both worlds. You get the best of automation, and you get the best of people. So that's where we are. That's what I've done. And now that I have that, what do I solve? Well, I solve the daily grind for people like you. You have all these activities going on in your life and in your business. And if by allowing us to come in, plug and play, we're taking 20 hours out of your schedule,
it's
of your
great.
week. And in those 20 hours, they cost us minimal to get the works that you need done. And the savings is time for you, right? And you can't put a price on that
Absolutely.
time. So now all of a sudden you have 20 hours in your calendar a week that you didn't have before, that now you can focus on those high priority or even just quality of life things. And so if there's anything that I pride myself is in that. I have an exact formula for doing this. It's a proven method. I can do it for anybody. And it's a very precise tool that I use. It's got a very precise methodology. It's got measurements. It's got all of the things that you need to have to protect it and to make sure that everything comes out exactly like you want it to come out or like you need it to come out, replicated as if it was you, but we're doing it for you. And I do
Right.
three things. I can teach you how to do it yourself. We can work together and do it together, or I can come in and do it for you completely. Because sometimes, depending on where you're at on your path, you might need one of those three options. It's okay to do it yourself. That's great. But you know what? Not everybody has the time to learn to do it themselves and to implement doing it themselves. That's the problem right now. You don't have the time. And so if I come and say, well, I can show you how, you're like, look, the last thing I need is for you to show me something else. Just do it for me, right? Just get it off my
Absolutely.
hands and take care of it so that I know it's done exactly the way I need it to be done. And if I can trust that, my life gets better. So what is Creative Guest Solutions about? It's about taking all the mistakes and business fundamentals, turning them around, applying them, and then going out and teaching people that they don't need to make those mistakes, that there are options out here. We can help you. To all of your musicians, you're not businessmen. You don't have to be. Do what you love to do. Play an instrument, write a song, sing a song, produce a song, have the venue, whatever it is that you love to do. You have partners with us who will come in and take care of that daily grind aspect of the business that needs to get done. It does need to get done. You do need to be doing all these things if you want to be successful in
Yes.
business, right? And if
Yep.
not, it's just not going to happen. If you're disorganized, if you're not calling people, if you're not checking back with them, if you don't have automation, if you're not doing all of these things, your business, your career will not go to where it needs to go.
Yep.
So that's what we do. We come in and we facilitate you getting from point A to point C.
Yep. And that includes things like social media promotion, um,
We
connection
can,
with your clients, or in the case of a musician, fans,
correct.
finding new fans or new clients, things like that, are all possibilities of what could be done.
That's right. We have like an integration of the best, newest technologies and tools out there. And of course, let me take you to the last aspect. Our team members. Our team members are phenomenal people. I mean, we go out and we filter 100 people and end up with 3 people who are high achievers, people that really, really understand and have the clarity of vision to know what they want to do. They go through a rigorous training process that's completely voluntary and self-paced. It's a certification that I've developed that nobody else has this. Nobody else is using anything like this. And it filters out everybody, just the average person that says, "Hey, I want a job," to the person that's really highly motivated. They know what they want. They know the kind of level of service and quality they want to give. And those are the people that we work with. So we put
Yes.
those people with the best technology available, and you can imagine the results of what we can do. We can do
Well,
anything and everything and you're seeing it now,
I'm
but we can,
experiencing it. Yeah. Yeah,
we
it's
can
great.
go reach out and everything's centralized. Everything can be centralized. Everything is in one spot. You don't have to have, sad to say, like you said, when I was showing you yesterday what the capabilities that we have, you were in shock. You were like, man, I wish I could have gotten a hold of you couple years ago, and I wouldn't be having 5 accounts in 5 platforms in 5 locations out of my
Yep.
mind, juggling all these things, trying to go from here to A to B to C and to get all these done when we have this one location where we can manage your reputation. We can do actual strategic campaigns for talking to every single person that you need to talk to on a very personal level. Because
Yep.
nowadays, that's the challenge. There's so much noise going on. There's so much content going out. What makes you different and why will somebody listen to you? Because it's not about who shouts the loudest. It's about who reaches out and says, "Hey, Tony, I see what your problem is. Can I help you?" And if I do that, which is what I did, you stop.
Absolutely have. Yeah.
You stopped and then you looked at me and we grew this connection in an organic manner, back and forth until you were ready for it. Because you cannot give that good of a focused point to that many things at once, right? You want the clarity and the focus on the actions that are going to impact you and what you're trying to do the best. And here at Creative Guest Solutions, we've developed an actual formula that is proven scientifically to guarantee you results. And we incorporate that into everything that we do. And that's it. And we're gonna be giving that formula away here for Christmas to everybody, and we're gonna have it on our website and our webpage so that anybody that has any doubts about what we're capable of can go look at our formula, apply it in themselves, in their lives, and can see actual real results now. That's how good I know my formula works. That's how confident of what we do I am. And I challenge anybody to prove me wrong. Look at
Yep.
my formula, try it out, and show me that it does not save you time.
Every
And if you
single
can do that,
day, every single day you show me something else that I didn't even realize uh, was possible what you do, and it's really quite amazing. What I'll do too is I'm going to post on the website the special offer that you have. If there are any members that are interested in taking advantage or even just learning more about it. And Ignacio and I will start to do some webinars and things that will promote and show the progress that Music Legacy is having with it and talk about, answer questions and talk about how we feel that these things can help the artists also. So,
Right. And don't forget, just for Music Legacy alone, special, special discount. I mean, I offer so much value. Everything that you're looking at, the intangibles here. I mean, I'm just alone, minimum ballpark figure. What's your time worth? What's your hourly rate worth? Think about it for just 1 minute. How much money do you make an hour? Baseline. And if it's $20, and if I can save you 8 hours in 1 week at half the price, now what's your hours worth? Simple math, right? Simple math. If I can save you $40 a week, compound that. And that's only if your rate is that low. But so I'm saving you time and I'm saving you money. Both. So
now, I just have to tell you, I was thinking if was connected with you, even when I had a job, you could have took a lot of the work from my job away from me to give me more time to do other things. And I just amazed at the services that you have to offer. I think it's a great thing.
so it has its privileges. I mean, not only are we working together, not only am I offering you value, I'm offering value to the whole community, and they're getting a discount for the relationship. I'm not doing that for anybody else anymore.
Excellent. That's great. So there's one new feature in Music Legacy that's going to help you. If not now, in the near future, when your career starts moving forward, I'm telling you, this is something that can really affect where your career is headed. I just want to say too that what I've been telling people all week, we just started this on Monday, the
Correct.
collaboration. Well, we've been talking about the collaboration for a few weeks now, but
Took you a while.
we just started implementing things on Monday.
Right.
And I've been telling people we're moving forward fast now. That's my that's my tagline now. We're moving forward fast, and I'm doing it with you, Ignacio, your company. And
Thank you.
from what I see, the possibilities that you could do for not only Music Legacy, but for the careers of the artists that are in Music Legacy as they start to move forward, if they have the opportunity and they're available to take advantage of the services that you offer, it's going to just skyrocket them into the future where they want to be. So that's what really excites me is seeing all of this, everything that's connected with Music Legacy moving forward at an amazing pace and a pace that we can control. You had told me once before about the sous chef. Why don't you explain that scenario?
Sure. Yeah, it's one of my best analogies. Everybody is within themselves. You could say, use the analogy, a great sous chef, right? A great sous chef or a great executive chef. You know, you have your own best dishes of whatever it is that you do, and you can do it very well, and you enjoy doing it. And so somebody says, "Hey, can you make some plates for me?" Sure, you can do a dinner, 5 people. But then somebody says, "Hey, I want you to do a dinner for 500 people." And you're not going to be able to because there's no way you can do 500 people by yourself. You don't have the mechanics and you don't have the time and the depth of doing all these things yourself. But when you bring in a prep cook, that prep cook helps you at least go up to 100 plates because he knows how to streamline all the chopping, all the peeling, all the dicing, all the basic fundamental things that all chefs need, but he can do it, and he can do it fast because that's all he specializes in. He doesn't need to worry about big plates. He just comes in, he does the same things: peeling, chopping, dicing, boiling, skinning, all the tasks, and he gets them out fast. And now that chef's ability to handle that level of business increases because all he has to do is come out, arrange the plates, do some things here and there, but he doesn't have to do all the mechanical aspects because as a business owner, we shouldn't do all the mechanical aspects. One of the
Right.
first things you learn in business is to let go because it's a dual thing. To strike out on your own and go and start your own business, you have to be willing to take risks nobody else is doing because you're leaving security unknown, right? You're jumping. There is a security of the job market that if you stay, you will progress in some way, shape, or form, but it's also limiting because you know that growth and you know that you're capable of much more. So you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. You jump out there, you jump in it because you figured out that you could do it better or as good as others. But then the reality of the mechanics and the time and the learning curve bury you.
Yeah.
And that's why, 80% of small businesses fail within the first year. It is what it is. It's not because they're not talented. It's not because they don't want it. It's because it's that difficult and the learning curve really requires massive shifts in how we think, in how we act. And the minute you start, I can do it. I'm going to do it all by myself. And then you have to really shift and pivot to I don't need to do everything myself because if I do everything myself, I'm gonna die of doing things. Like Tony was when I met him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
sitting there like, snowballed in a reality of, too many things all at once because you get good, you make progress, and then before you know it, it compounds, and now you've got all these things to do, and it's just you.
right.
And it's not going to happen ever. And especially if it continues to grow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you come in and you build this foundation of letting things go. Start letting them go. Start letting them go. And as you let them go, it's not things that you're the best at. It's not things you're meant to be doing. It's just things that need to get done. And if you find somebody that's willing to do those things for you, they're going to save you time, money, and stress.
yeah.
Who
And
wouldn't want that?
especially if you take the things that you don't like doing first and you switch that over, or something that's taking a lot of time for you to do, and you start giving those things up. All of a sudden, that little bit of free time can turn into an enormous uh, uh, push forward for the business, and that's what
Yeah,
I'm seeing. Just in the first week, I'm seeing that.
good. Well, thank you. And yeah, it's that simple. So, you know, it's more than anything shifts in the mind. As business owners in life, all around, but mainly as business owners, we become accustomed to, or we should have this ability to shift, to learn, to see. And sometimes the reality of life blocks us from that. We start growing, we start having some level of success, and it's a humbling moment to acknowledge, hey, I gotta let this go because it's for my best interest as my company in what I'm doing and how I'm becoming what I said I wanted to be, which is something, and it's never gonna be on your own completely. You don't have the time, you don't have the bandwidth. Nobody does, you know.
Yeah,
That's why even in sports, there's the quarterback's the quarterback. He's not the quarterback and the linebacker, you know.
yeah,
We don't have that kind of bandwidth as human beings. Multitasking is a myth sometimes because you cannot give that good of a focused point to that many things at once, right? You want the clarity and the focus on the actions that are going to impact you and what you're trying to do the best. And here at Creative Guest Solutions, we've developed an actual formula that is proven scientifically to guarantee you results. And we incorporate that into everything that we do. So that anybody that has any doubts about what we're capable of can go look at our formula, apply it in themselves, in their lives, and can see actual real results now. That's how good I know my formula works. That's how confident of what we do I am.
And
And I'm
you'd be surprised. Getting started is very inexpensive, and the amount that it can help your career is phenomenal. So, I mean, even if it's just research, you want somebody to find venues for you that are available in your area. If you want somebody to research and find booking agents in your area, they're capable of getting on the phone and calling and finding people near you that are available to do those things. It could be venues, it could be social media, it could be,
any kind of research that you're looking for, anything that you
yeah.
want to do that you're not adept at, you're not accustomed to do it in an organized method that is going to show you the results.
Uh, Moving forward, Ignacio is going to be with us for a long time, I think. And so, any questions that anybody has, you could reach out privately to him in the community, or join us for one of the new segments that we're going to do in January called Coffee with the Director. I will be having coffee with any of you that have any kind of information, want to ask questions about the industry, maybe talk with other members that may be joining us in there. It'll be like a big, just a get together, a way of us to communicate with each other and uh, move music legacy forward along with your career.
We don't like to assume that we know what people are looking for. It's the wrong way to do business. We like to ask, hey, how can I help you? What's going on with you? So we're putting together a questionnaire to have as many people as possible give us their opinion. This is a questionnaire from us directly to you and your community. Hey, how can we help you? What are you looking to do? What are the things that are holding you back? What would you like to see? Because with this information, I'm hoping to put together an exclusive package for you and your people as well. This is what we do. This is my commitment to how I like to do things. I don't assume. I'm not just going to say, hey, this is what I'm offering, take it or leave it. I want to build something for Music Legacy International and its members. But in order to do that, I need Music Legacy International and its members to give me some information and data to tell me, hey, this is what our concerns are. This is what would help better. And that's part of the equation of how to do things the right way. You ask, you don't assume, and you use the information to move forward in a way that's actionable and measurable for everybody so that we can look back and say, hey, look, these are the actions that we're taking. We measure, and even when we do make a mistake, because we are going to make mistakes, we pivot and we change and we learn and we integrate that, and then we get even better at what we do. This is our formula in everything that we do. We measure what's going on, we look at the information, and then if we need to adjust, we pivot, and then we keep doing this. It's a circle, it's a cycle, this formula that we have. And this is how we not only do good, but we keep getting better at what we do. And it's tuned in to everything and every action and everything that we do, because we didn't just come up with a formula. We live it every day. It's our guide. It's just everything that we do. Everything that we do is about executing, measurement, performance, measurement, feedback. Let's look at it again. Let's improve it and let's move forward. So we want to do that. We want to make sure that we do this right. And so we would like to ask everybody, you know what? please fill out the information, fill out a little bit of information. It's going to take you 2 to 3 to 5 minutes max of your time. But with that time, you're going to provide so much valuable input. And with that input, we're going to be able to thank you with actually giving you possibly an extra for filling out the information. We know your information, your time is valuable. So we're willing to say, hey, here's a certificate, X amount. You can cash it in with us. It'll help you even more. And we're returning that value to you. So that's the way we work. That's what we want. And we're looking forward to having everybody fill that information out and give us some feedback so that we can build the right things for your community, Tony.
Sounds great. Yep. And we got some great people in the community, and Ignacio has some great people working with him to help move all of our businesses forward. And whether you like it or not, if you're a musician, you have a business. And if you don't have a business yet, you will have a business if you're serious about what you do. If you just do it for fun, then maybe this won't be for you. But if you're planning on moving your career forward, it's something that you won't want to miss out, at least finding out more about it so that you have it at your fingertips when the time comes and you're ready to jump off that springboard.
And hopefully you won't have to go through some of the things that we went through together to get there.
Thanks for watching the video. Those of you that stayed to the end, if you have any questions, private message me, leave a post underneath where this is posted on the timeline. Whatever it is, we're here for you. If it's a question that I can't answer for you, I'll refer the question to Ignacio, who's very knowledgeable in what he does. And there'll be more information about this on the platform. Look forward to working with you all.
Music Legacy International.